Hello everyone, my name is Aditya Srivastava and in this video we are going to talk about EIGRP, which is Enhanced Interior Gateway Routing Protocol. So let's start. So EIGRP is Enhanced Interior Gateway Routing Protocol. It is enhanced. Why? Because it is the advanced version of IGRP, which was in Interior Gateway Routing Protocol. So EIGRP was introduced in 1994 by Cisco. So it's a Cisco proprietorship. It only works on Cisco devices. Moreover, EIGRP is like a mixture of two different types of protocol. Like we have this distance vector protocol, and then we have this link state protocol. You mix it up, then you get a hybrid protocol, hybrid routing protocol, which is EIGRP. So EIGRP is basically a hybrid routing protocol with hybrid routing protocol. It's a mixture of distance vector protocol and link state protocol. So let's talk about some difference between IGRP and EIGRP. So IGRP is classless routing protocol, well on the other hand EIGRP is classless routing protocols. Classful routing protocols are those protocols who doesn't send subnet mask, who doesn't send their CIDR values with their packets. But EIGRP, the classless routing protocol, send the subnet mask, send the CIDR values with their routing packets. The 24-bit bandwidth matrix for IGRP and 32-bit bandwidth matrix for EIGRP. Maximum hop count is 255 in IGRP, and maximum hop count in EIGRP is 224. So what is maximum hop count? What is hop count basically? Hop, you can say the count of routers. Like I'm having I'm having a network in which I'm having like hundreds of routers connected. So I'm having like 100 hop counts. Like if the packet from my router number 54 is going to a destination which is connected with the router numbers 52 or maybe 55 or maybe let's say 57. So maximum hop count, will be 3, because the packet has to jump 3 routers, 1 2 3, like this. Okay, features of EIGRP, as I already told you, is a classless routing protocol. Fast convergence, which means it is time and improved scalability, it is time efficient. Okay, multi-protocol support, we have here multi-protocol support, which is like TCP/IP. It supports TCP/IP, it supports IPX, it supports SPX, AppleTalk. But let me tell you guys one thing: if you're watching this video for your CCNA knowledge, for your CCNA basics terms and like information, do not ever think about IPX, SPX and AppleTalk, because these are the topics for CCIEs, not even for CCNP. Okay, so we have this rapid convergence here, better handling of routing loops. Then we have efficient use of bandwidth. Why? Because whenever EIGRP is sending hello packets to its neighbors, it only uses up to 50% of link's bandwidth. So that's very efficient. Let's talk about EIGRP terminology. We have neighbor table, topology table, routing table, successor and feasible successor. Neighbor table. In neighbor table, EIGRP basically manages the neighbors. Like I'm a router, so whatever router connected with me, I'll have their knowledge. Okay, this is the router, they are connected with me. Okay, good. In topology table, I'll have the knowledge of how to get to those routers, all the available routes, all the available paths to get to those routes. Okay, in routing table, if I'm the router connected with different neighbors and configured via EIGRP, I'll have the best path to reach the destination. I'll choose that best path with the help of topology table, which is already having all the available routing paths. Successor. A successor is a route selected as primary route to reach the destination. Like I'm sending a packet from, let's say, Delhi to Bangalore, or let's say New York to New Orleans. I'm sending a packet from New York to New Orleans. So whichever the path those routers will select will be a successor. The first path they'll select. If there will be any problem, if there is like any problem like bandwidth throttling, if there is any numerous number of problems, if any problem occurs on that path, then the router will choose a feasible successor, which is like a backup path. Okay, so that's all about EIGRP. Let me show you a packet tracer route to get you better understanding of EIGRP. So this is my packet tracer where I've already configured EIGRP. I have two routers. This router is having 192.168.0.1 network on this port, and on this port it's having 10.0.0.2 network. Here we have 10.0.0.1 on this port, and on this port we have 192.168.1.1. so let me write this down here for you guys. 192.168.0.1, and here we have 192.168.1.1, and here we have 10.0.0.1, and here we have 10.0.0.2. okay, so let's say my laptop 1 wants to connect with PC 0, but both are in different networks. So let's see what happens when it tries to ping from here to there. Okay, it's successful, but how? They are in different networks, but still they are able to share their information. The ping is successful, right? How? Because these routers are configured with EIGRP. See, router EIGRP 100 is an autonomous number, so it can be anything. It can be 10, it can be 25, but remember the number of routers you're using in the EIGRP. The autonomous number has to be the same on each and every router. Okay, if the autonomous number is different, your configuration won't work, right? So it's saying IP classless. The configuration is router EIGRP 100 to enter in router mode, then network 0.0.0.0. I have used 0.0.0.0 because it's a default route. Remember guys, it's a default route. If you're working in MNC, if you're working in any, if you're giving any exam, if you're preparing for exam, do not write this digit, do not write this number, because it's a default number. Okay, it's a default number. You have to write your neighbor's address, whether it will be 192.168.1.1, whether it will be 10.0.0.1, and you have to run one more command, which is, I'll show you, router EIGRP 100 and no auto summary. That's it. This command, no auto summary. You have to run this command also after doing that network thing, and then voila, your configuration is successful. That's it. Okay, so that's all about EIGRP. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button and please share the video. For my upcoming videos, please leave your comments on the comment section for my upcoming videos, and thank you all for watching the video. I'll be uploading the networking video soon. And one more thing guys, I'll be starting a new playlist in the same channel, in this channel, for server technologies. So I'll be making two playlists. So in this playlist I'll be covering all the Cisco technologies for CCNA and CCNP and CCIE later on, and for another playlist I'll be covering MCSE, MCSA and MCSE, Windows Server 2012 and 2016. Okay, so thanks for watching guys. Please subscribe the channel, please subscribe my channel, and do like, share and comment on my videos. Thank you all.